Last night, after I had anesthesia yesterday, I wanted to tell you what the night was like. First of all, I was trying to sleep and it felt like I had my heartbeat in my ears, like pounding. And it made me think about that little bear that I had for my children. I think it was called Heartbeat Bear or something. They are 30, my children are 34 and 40. So this was very popular at the time, was this little bear and it had a heartbeat. And the idea was you put it with your infant baby and they were to remember the mother's heartbeat, my heartbeat. And so, of course, the only heartbeat I've ever heard is in the womb would be my own mother's heartbeat. And I just started thinking about how my mom really, really loves me and she's been so supportive through this whole thing. And but after I was trying to go to sleep, I really couldn't get rid of that beating in my ears. It was like just a heartbeat. I could tell if my heart was going fast or slow. And so I tried something I learned whenever I was taking voice lessons, and they taught me how to raise my uvula, which is that thing that hangs down in your back of your throat. And when you raise that and you sing through the mask of your face. And the way they had me to strengthen that was to act like I was yawning. Like when you go like that, you're going to yawn, you're lifting that up. And you can actually make those muscles get stronger there. So what I did was I just raised that while I was sleeping at night and then relax. I noticed when I was raising my uvula, the beating in my ears, I think it had something to do with maybe eustachian tubes or something. So if you should ever have pounding in your ears like I was having, it's hard to go to sleep because I'm not a baby in the womb anymore. And hearing a heartbeat, which was my own heartbeat, was not actually soothing to me. So that's what I did. The other thing was that I had some, it was not nausea from the anesthesia. It was just like an unusual feeling, like right here. It's kind of in my stomach. And so my mother had given me, she knew that my foot hurt, and one thing that has helped her is CBD cream that her hairdresser gives it to her. And if her shoulders hurt and she'll put it on, she says, Mary Louise, you have to have this. This might really help your foot. And so I shared it with her. I gave her half of what she had and she gave me half. And I brought it home and I took that and I just rubbed it. So the intestine, the large intestine comes up on your right, across above your belly button and down your left. So I rubbed my stomach with that cream at nighttime and that was very soothing. And I did it on this hand and then I did it on this hand because I felt like I wanted to also get that cream on my wrist because this part of my wrist right here is hurting from pushing down on the walker. So anyway, after doing all that, I was able to go to sleep. So if any of this, I'm not necessarily saying you should do what I did. I'm just saying that you should love yourself and try to figure out what your body is asking you to do. And intuitiveness will come. And you'll be able to use the things that you already have. You already have the things you need at your house or within your body. Just listen and it'll tell you what to do. And that's what I felt like I did. So I want to just document my journey of what it's like. I'm not on any pain meds yet because really my foot is not hurting. Now if it swells, that's why I have it up right now. I have the ice underneath my knee and I have ice on that bandage area there. And if I'm on my feet too much, it definitely swells and then I can feel there's some pain. But I feel like my dog Cherie. I had this dog Cherie when I was growing up and she had, her breath started really, it was awful. I mean, she's old, you know what I mean? And what had happened was all of her teeth were all rotten and she stunk really a lot. We were trying to be nice to her, but you know what I mean? And we took her and she started getting a little bit mean because of it, like snapping, she didn't feel good. And so we took her to the vet and do you know what? He pulled all of her teeth. And you would have thought she would have been in really a lot of pain, but she came home and ate dried Purina. She was so glad to be rid of all that pain. And I think that's how my foot is. I was in pain when I had those displaced bone and is a rough area and, irritating it all the time. So I had pain then, but now I've had an operation and it's all fixed. It's all put where it's supposed to be. All it needs to do is heal. And I think my body's just so relieved that just the right loving touch. This is not something I could have done for myself. I mean, it would not have healed if I would have let it go. I definitely needed Dr. Frame to help me and use her expertise to put that all together, put the plate in, the screw in, and my foot is very happy. So, and I'm sure that I'll sleep very well tonight. And, I had such a great sleep during the anesthesia. So I was like out of it. And when I woke up, I can remember they asked me, they were talking to me. I said, you know what? I feel too sleepy. And they said, that's okay, sweetheart. You go to sleep. So then I woke up again and then I was ready to go. And I remember so much from that day. Like I remember what people said. Nowhere is it written down that I have an appointment on Wednesday to go back. But I actually remembered that. And it's all been a really good experience. So thanks for listening.